Welcome to Mountaineer Campground. I'm Brian.
I'm Michelle.
We are cruising with the Colemans, coming to you from Townsend, Tennessee.
We are coming to you from the peaceful side of the mountains.
You wouldn't know it from all the traffic noise right now. But this is so much calmer than the Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge Strip.
We were in the strip just a little bit ago, and it was a lot to handle, to say the least. I'm so glad to be home. When you're coming to the Great Smoky Mountains, as an RVer, you have a lot of camping options.
There are tons of campgrounds everywhere from Sevierville to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, here in Townsend, and even the surrounding communities.
Yeah, we love Townsend because it is the peaceful side of the mountains. We are 15 minutes from Cades Cove, so that means that we can get up, drink our coffee, and still get to Cades Cove before the bear are gone. Now, I said we could do it. I didn't say we weren't getting up that early.
The nice thing about Townsend, though, is that it's big enough that you still have all the things you need. There are a bunch of restaurants here. There's a grocery store. There's gas stations, where if you get outside of this area, you start to run into some problems of not having as many amenities.
You know what else I really love? So we're here during Thanksgiving. So one, I love that this campground is open because there are campgrounds that are closed by this time. This campground, Mountaineer Campground, is open all year long. So I love it for that reason. But we've been here in the summer. I love Townsend in the summer.
Tubing on the river.
I was gonna say, that's number one right there.
Sitting out on the riverside patios of some of the local restaurants.
Yeah, absolutely. This campground has a pool and it has a playground. So there's lots to choose from with the river rafting and the pool.
And there is actually river access here, so you could walk down and wade around in the water too.
Some people go fishing. I say we should try that next time.
I did not bring any of my fishing gear. I don't even own fishing gear.
Let's show you around the campground. If you want to make s'mores, but you forgot your s'more stuff, come on, let's go get it.
Hey there.
Hi there.
How are you?
And look, you get a friendly Tennessee welcome.
From the girl that lives in Tennessee.
What's your favorite thing about Townsend?
My favorite thing about Townsend is being able to ride my bicycle all the way through town.
I love that bike trail.
Mountaineer Campground has 43 sites, including some tent or pop-up only, and 3 cabins. All of the sites have water and electric, some have full sewer.
In order to access the river, you gotta go down.
This site right here, which is site number 12, would be super awesome. Nice long pad. Site number 11, slightly shorter pad. Site number 10, slightly shorter pad, which is where we are.
But it fits us.
And it's pretty level. The pad itself is pretty level. It's just the hill getting from the gravel up onto the pad. There are a ton of things to do over on this side of the Smoky Mountains.
But hold on, can I get fudge?
You can get fudge and you can get moonshine in Townsend, don't worry.
Can I get chocolate?
There's chocolate. There's a place called the Chocolate Bar.
I love it. I can get chocolate, fudge, moonshine, and I'm on the peaceful side of the mountains. Sign me up.
Of course, we have access to the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. We're on the Cades Cove side of the park, and there's some amazing hiking over here on this end of the national park.
You know you can walk the Loop Road. It's an 11-mile walk. Comment below if you're up for it.
But there's other tourist attractions over on this end of the Smokies also.
There's this little town called Weir's Valley, and well, we did some zip lining. It was fun.
There's also a bunch of artisans over in this area doing wood carving and pottery and all the other things that you'll see over on the Smoky Mountain Artist Trail that's in Gatlinburg. These are a little bit more off the beaten path, a little bit more outliers, and maybe some of the prices are even a little better because of that.
Do you know what there's not over here?
Traffic.
traffic.
We were on the strip today and took us 45 minutes to drive 2 miles. Here in Townsend, that is a rare occurrence.
We can get to the IGA, we can get to the Dollar General, we can get to the Ace Hardware, and there's a beautiful bike path. I absolutely love this bike path. It will get you anywhere safely. You can't say that in Pigeon Forge.
That's true. We also have the Tuckaleechee Caverns, which is kind of another unusual site over on this end of the Smokies that maybe people haven't heard of before.
I did not know this until today. There are a lot of underground caves in the Smoky Mountain region. I thought everything went up, hence the reason mountain, but apparently there's a lot underneath the ground too. If all else fails, it's the peaceful side of the mountain. Just sit down and enjoy a campfire. I've already decided I have my favorite campsites. I think my #1 favorite campsite would be number 12, but followed by that is this one, number 12 and 13. I think I've decided are my absolute favorite because of the sound of the water. The sound of the water is how I love to wake up in the morning. Now I will say that where we're at in 10, I can hear the water while we're listening to the campfire roar. So, I mean, honestly, it's a small campground. There's not a lot to complain about. I really like this little campground. Look nice and clean, little changing area. Nice size showers. We're getting the best video. I'm so terrible at getting bathrooms. It's a really nice bathroom. There you go. It's a bathroom! We hope you've enjoyed the tour of the Mountaineer Campground. What do you think, Brian? Will we come back?
We've been here for a week and I really do like this campground.
Yeah, I love how close it is to the Great Smoky Mountains. So that's like, for me, absolutely #1. It's super easy to get in and out of the park.
It's also quite affordable, especially compared to some of the other bigger campgrounds in the area.
Yeah, make sure you check out their price list. Obviously, it varies based on season. During the week that we've been here, it's been nice and quiet. We didn't have neighbors on any side until last night, which was Thursday night. Of course, you know the weekends, it's always packed on the weekends. We didn't have any neighbors. What do you think about Wi-Fi?
The Wi-Fi's pretty decent. I would say it's not the fastest Wi-Fi in the world, but you know, here in the Smokies, you're lucky if you have a cell signal.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we did have 2 bars on our AT&T network.
Yeah.
So we did have a cell signal. The campground comes with Dish Network's cable TV, so we had good TV. We were able to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Absolutely. So good TV, good Wi-Fi, good location. I hear the water right now. That's another positive for me. It's small, only 43 campsites. That's another positive for me. Do you have any downsides?
There are always some downsides to
Always.
every campground, of course. And on this one, the sites are a little small.
Yeah, I think that's the only downside that I have for me, is that the sites are small. If you have the campfire ring on the side of your site, you're right underneath someone's slide out, of course if they have a slide out, or you're right next to someone's electrical and sewer or something like that. So that's the only thing I don't like, and we see that a lot in campgrounds.
Now I will say the center section of the campground, because it's basically one loop with outside sites, and then there's some center sites. The center sites do seem to be a little bit more spacious, but the peaceful side of the Smokies is exactly that. So you're gonna get exactly what you expected over here. Quiet, peaceful camping.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking this adventure with us. We hope you enjoyed this review of Mountaineer Campground.
See you next time.
The peaceful side of the mountains. Yay!